We've got a new setup. It's official now. We're official. We're officially going Zoom. We're just zooming it out here because it opens so many possibilities. So are you fucking ready? And guess what? Since we're kind of just fucking around today, we have no theme song. So let's just get right into it, buddy. Dun, dun. There's only two of us. And there's a possibility, honestly, we did not prepare to go live today. So there's a possibility that we might not have anybody else join us, which is okay because we've got the OGs here. We got the OGs here and ready. We do, before I start the show, I do want to send some thoughts and some T's and P's out to Mike Britt's family. His grandpa did pass away this past week. So if you guys are listening and you want to shoot him a message of encouragement, that would be great. So he's been going through a lot. We give him a lot of shit on the show, but he has been going through a lot for the last couple months. So we expect him back soon. Love you, buddy.
Love you, man.
Thoughts and prayers to your family. But let's talk about some stuff that's going to make people laugh. So let me kind of explain what the fuck I've been doing over the last week. So we've kind of been throwing around the idea of doing this full time as far as the Zoom live shows. And you decided, hey, we're just going to distribute the mics out and let's just make it happen. You sound official. You sound better.
Yeah, I got a new camera. This mic is set up. Like it's our sound quality is going up. It sounds like we're in the same room right now.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, I can actually tell from the camera quality that you haven't showered today. It's amazing.
No, I have not. Like oily face, hair is all messed up. But go ahead and tell the people kind of about the setup, kind of what we plan on kind of doing. And I'm gonna go get one of these chick beers because I'm gonna try to get a buzz, and we'll see if we can have a lot of fun tonight.
You got some White Claws there lined up, huh, buddy?
The Bud Light kind. I'll be real fast. Watch how fast this is.
So Chris is going to get some White Claws. His plan later is to hopefully dash, maybe sprinkle a little on his wife, maybe get a little frisky. He's going to have to approach it when she's asleep because I'm saying there's no chance. But just to kind of explain what we got going on here, Chris has his own mixer. I have my own mixer. We have our own mics. That way we sound official. We can do a show and not be in the same fucking room because personally, Chris, as we've already explained, has not showered today. Beaver, I'm not sure, has showered in 2020. So not having to be in the same room with these two smelly fucks is amazing.
Yeah, you do not want to be in the room right now. I have a fan going, and I can just smell myself wafting around the room.
If you could describe your taint right now, what would be a good word for it? Just a soupy?
It's real irony, man. Like the dried up blood and stuff, crusty blood. It's like irony. It's like a iron smell, like just a doll.
Oh man, I can only imagine what your wife goes through when she decides to rim you out.
I would shower. That's
you for sure.
That's when I shower like once a week.
Now, when do you finally get a rim job in that relationship? Is that something that you guys do after, like, if you make it to 10 years?
Don't even want it.
You don't even want a rim job?
Yeah, not really even interested in that.
Yeah, I've never had my ass licked either, and I think I've told the story before on the show. But the guy who taught me how to DJ, no joke, we were sitting in his living room one day. It was me, Mike Britt, and this dude, and he just was like, "You guys don't like getting your butthole licked?" And I'm like, what the hell? At this time, I'm like 23 years old. Still, I mean, I've dove in some gine at that point, but I was still kind of new to the, I hadn't fucked as many cougars at this point, but
just working on your night moves.
Yeah, I haven't tied up any chicks, put them on a leash or anything like that at this point. So I'm still kind of I'm still my first couple years in the league, if you get it.
No artwork. Nothing.
No artwork. I haven't done any artwork. Haven't painted any vaginas or boobs yet. Haven't started hanging out with 6'8" redheads. It was a better time in my life, to be honest.
Did you have camera phones when you first started diving into the vagina?
Well, it's funny you say that because
I did not. We did not have camera phones.
So I was kind of a late bloomer as far as getting a cell phone goes. All my friends had phones, and I finally got one for my 16th birthday. And I was ecstatic. But yes, it was when camera phones first came out because I'm almost positive somewhere on some fucking errant hard drive I probably I still have the first nudes I probably ever received somewhere.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Like,
yeah.
I got my first camera phone. I was like 20 years old.
First camera phone?
And it was like a flip phone, piece of shit camera.
Speaking of camera, this thing takes excellent dick pics. I mean,
that's what I was telling you earlier. Matt got the new iPhone 11X. He's loving it.
Yeah, so I kind of have to explain. So we decided, we were originally going to do a podcast last Sunday. And so what happened is we decided here at the house to put a privacy fence in because our little bastard fucking wiener dogs can jump a 6-foot chain link fence. Well, when the guy's installing the privacy fence, he decides to cut the old phone box on the side of the house. Well, being from Morristown, living in the boonies, we have DSL internet. So you need a phone box still to control the internet. So I'm on a phone because I'm working from home for work. I'm on a call and it just drops. And I notice I don't have any internet. I'm like, what the hell's going on? So asked the guy if he cut anything. He probably shouldn't have. And lo and behold. So I called Frontier. They lied about coming out on Friday. They never, because the plan was to have the internet by Friday and we could do a show last Sunday because we were going to do a big show last Sunday. Of course, that got ruined because Frontier lied to me. We called them Friday after they failed to show up. They said, oh, we have no records of saying we'd be there today. I'm like, oh, well, your fucking asshole technician lied to me. Well, they came out today, got it fixed. We're getting 9-star internet here in about a month. So we're finally going to be welcome into the 21st century. It's going to be a fabulous thing. Do you
not have Comcast? Like, is Xfinity Comcast not an option in Morristown?
DirecTV. We have DirecTV. It fucking sucks. I hate DirecTV. It's expensive as fuck.
How in the hell in 2020 is Xfinity or Comcast not available where you're at?
We still don't have black people in Morristown, by the way.
That's nuts, man.
No,
I thought that was like the most popular internet. I thought it was fucking everywhere.
No, I mean it is, but here and we just got 9-star a few years ago, and it's kind of blown up. It's like one side of town, like the ghetto side of Morristown can't get 9-star still, but us over here, we're the affluent side of Morristown. We make the extra. We're the grain elevator people. The guys next door, those are the people that work at Caldwell's. No, but yeah, finally being welcomed into the 21st century with fiber optic internet. I'm pretty excited about that. Lightning speeds. I'll never have to worry about my porn buffering ever again. And that's even, I could have 6 different videos up, for each one of my fetishes. I could have a tab open and I don't have to worry about any of that buffering. I'm so excited about this now. I mean, it's big things. And not only that, guess what else happened this week?
Downloads, like your downloads when you download episodes, fly.
So excited about that. Just uploading videos, downloading videos. Because honestly, I still download a lot of movies and shit. I use torrents and steal music, and hopefully nobody that is in that business is listening to this podcast right now. But it's the truth.
I did the same.
Yep. Steal everything. It's okay. I still support the artists I love. Tech Nine. What's up? All the independent artists. Yep. You still get my money. If you're a fucking corporate douchebag, fuck you. I'm stealing your music. Suck my dick. Anyways, so not only that happened this week, so my internet shit out on me and my phone started shitting out on me. Like I couldn't do anything. Like if I would open any app on my phone, it would just close. And like I restarted my phone, made sure it was updated, blah, blah, blah. I think Apple phones, I mean, there was a rumor. I know they were like slowing down old phones, but they get to a point where they make you update them or your phone just won't fucking work at all.
Now, were you close to like your update, being able to update? Like, were you close to it, like paying off the phone that you had before or anything?
Oh,
like
way
that?
over it. I've had this phone since 2015.
All right, because I literally have one payment left on my iPhone, and it's this coming month. And mine took a shit today, and it started doing the same thing. Like when I click on apps, it comes up and asks me if I want to delete the app or share the app. That's the options it gives me when I click on apps and stuff.
This thing was it wouldn't even let me
scroll down like a feed or something.
Yeah.
Like when I run my thumb down it and it just goes fucking like the touchscreen is all.
You gotta wipe the jizz off your fingers before you want your touchscreen on your phone to work. It's
terrible, dude. I was kind of pumped about not having a cell phone payment. It was going to lower it quite a bit, and then now not looking good.
It's so funny because it started doing this while I was at the gym. So I got a good pump going on. I'm trying to take a nice gym selfie for the white females on my phone, some chocolate ones too, and lo and behold, I'm trying to take a gym selfie, and every time I pop up in Snapchat to get a nice little selfie in, the fucking app closes. I'm like, what the hell's going on? So after I'm standing there looking for 5 minutes, and I noticed everybody else in the gym is kind of staring at me, wondering what the fuck I'm doing. I decided to order a phone that day. So I did. I got the new. Everybody was telling me to just wait for the 12 to come out and 5G this, 5G that. Well, listen,
October, I think. This year.
September, October. But here's the thing: 5G is so fast. It's not. We have no use for it at this point. I don't care about 5G. That's not important to me. What's important to me is getting a nice phone that's going to last me another 5 fucking years. So I went ahead, got the best phone on the market right now. Got the 11 Pro Max. And I was Team Droid forever, and that's why I kind of rode this last iPhone until it literally stopped fucking working on me because, it lasted me 5 years, and being Team Droid for several years before that, I was lucky if a Droid lasted me more than a year. I mean, this iPhone lasted me 5 years, and hopefully I can squeeze 5 years out of this phone. I paid most of the phone off. To where the point where my payments right now on this phone are like $20 a month. And honestly, when I get my first bonus back from after fucking COVID bullshit's over, I'll just pay the phone off. And there we go, buddy.
Roll, man.
Yeah, buddy.
I was Android too. I'm 2 iPhones deep now. And
2 iPhones deep.
I won't go back. I'll be Apple.
And you just bought a new Windows computer, buddy. So we didn't even explain that. So you went out and bought a new computer. You're official, bro. Just dropping cash. Did you get a raise at work?
No.
Let's be honest. You were making more on the stimulus.
Yeah. And I got the stimulus check. So I mean, we're working with a new webcam, a new little laptop. I got the iPad over here. I like a lot going on right now. It's kind of nice.
Welcome to America, where you can make more money being on unemployment than you can at having a fucking job. And did you hear? We got to talk about this a little bit. I know, not to get too political, but the rumor is that the new stimulus checks, we're going to get a new round of checks, by the way. And the rumor is that we're going to get like a vacation credit too. I read that.
I read it today too. Restaurants, vacations, stores, something like that. It's $4,000.
If the government hands me a $4,000 check, then I can. We're going to Vegas. All of us. We're all going to Vegas together, and we might not come back.
There's no way they do that, right?
You'd be surprised, man. I'm at this point, I'm pretty sure our leaders do not give a fuck about anything at this point because we're to this point, if the government hands you free money, fucking take it. But me, I put the money in the bank because that's the only way you can stop inflation is to stop your money from hitting circulation, put it in the bank, save it. So that's what I did with the last stimulus check. That's what I'm going to do with the next one. And if we get a $4,000 vacation credit though, we're going somewhere. That's a lot of money. I mean, considering
that's a decent fucking trip.
Cause I always say, it's not a vacation unless you don't have a budget. And that's typically how I like to live my life. As far as I've got a savings account, when I go on vacation, all money comes out of savings. I have specific money that I set aside just for vacationing because I like to fucking travel and do stupid shit. And I go balls to walls. I do not check my bank account. I just do what I want to do for a week and whatever the damage is damage. And I'm telling you, $4,000 is more than I've ever spent on a vacation. The most I've
usually budget your day from stories I've heard, right? Like you'll wake up and say, I'll look to spend about $200 today.
Yeah. I mean, you have
something to do.
Yeah. Then the first hooker is $250. So it's like, not true. Yeah. No, not a hooker guy here. I still get pussy by talking to women. It's a great thing. Sorry,
his
Beaver.
His budget was $200, but Rob was with him. So he had
Rob was with
extra $100.
Like, is that motherfucker going to be in the room? That's an extra $100. By the way, it's Rob's birthday this weekend.
Yeah.
Believe that motherfucker's gonna be 31 years old.
I texted you and I said you ought to be ashamed, man. He was on Facebook saying nobody wants to do anything with him on his birthday.
And he blocked me from the post. He either A, blocked me from the post, or B, realized that we had already made plans and deleted the post because I texted him immediately after. I'm like, "What are you talking about? We're going out." And he said he might have a date this weekend. How about that?
Oh shit! How old is he gonna be?
He'll be 31.
See, I wanted to comment on it and go, "What are you, fucking 12?" Like after 21, birthdays don't mean shit.
Yeah, after 21, you're lucky. You're lucky if you get one. Like I was thinking about the other day, I'm like, maybe I should throw one more like house party, but I'm like, ain't nobody gonna fucking come.
You look like a fucking lame fucking prick if you throw your own birthday party at 31 years old.
Oh, absolutely.
Come to my kegger. I'm
Absolutely.
36.
Now
Yeah.
at 29, I can't remember the last quote unquote birthday party I had because honestly, because me and my daughter's birthdays are so close together, we just kind of have a combined birthday party every year, just invite the family out and shit. But I did have people out to the brewery in Shelbyville, Riverfront, for my 29th birthday. And of course, the 30th birthday, the family threw me the fucking bash. And we had, of course, the roast of Matt, which was excellent.
The 10 year after 21, 30, 40, 50.
40, 50.
Yeah. But like, I guess I will take back kind of what I said. But my birthday is usually Memorial Day weekend. So before I married Megan, I lived with my old place with roommates. I like paid a band and we had like a Memorial Day party that I just kind of said was like my birthday party too. So I invited family and stuff. So I kind of did a douchebag move. I was probably 20. I don't know. I think I was 30. So I think it counts. I think it plays.
It's fun. I think the last party I threw was my graduation party from college, and it was to this day is the biggest party I've ever thrown. We had it out at my aunt and uncle's house in Fountaintown. We had 2 kegs, floated both kegs. I alone drank a fifth of drank a fifth of Fireball whiskey. I drank a pint of Hennessy, and plus I had some keg beer. And I got so shit-faced, I was crying for no fucking reason. I was just sitting on the front porch crying. And I remember, so the cops, of course.
Why am I like this? Why do I want penises in my mouth?
At this point, like, I literally... I'd been unemployed for 6 months. This is what happened in my life in a 6-month period. I lost my job at the casino, my first big boy job out of college. I lost that job at the casino. I got a girl that I didn't like pregnant. I graduated college. I got a job at Angie's List. To this day is probably the most stressful job I've ever had in my life in a 6-month period. So I was like, I got to have, like we called it Matapalooza. Had a big ass party at my aunt's. We probably at max capacity, we probably was about 130 people there, and just everybody playing beer pong. It got busted at like midnight. The cops are cool, but I got the smart idea to play "Fuck the Police" over the loudspeaker. Here's what's great is I also decided to go about 10 grand in debt. At this point, I bought all new DJ equipment because after getting fired from the casino, I was like, I got to find a way to make money. So I'm going to go all in on this DJ thing that I've been doing, at this point, I'd never done more than 3 weddings in a year. So it's like, I'm going to go all in and just see where it leads me. And voila, here we are now. But it paid off. Grant, I paid off them speakers in 6 months, but
nice.
I just got the brand new speakers that I still have now. So I'm at my aunt's house in the middle of a fucking quiet little town, blasting, Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. And I played Fuck the Police. The cops eventually closed down the party. And that's probably when I started crying because I was having such a good time. And I was just emotional. I was happy that so many people showed up, but I was also emotional that was like over just like that. I'm like, fuck, it's only midnight.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's before you found that pin. I mean, if you would have had that thing.
Yeah, I just been smiling, happy. I'm like, yeah, fuck off, guys. See you later. I'm gonna sit by the fire.
You probably wouldn't even start your DJ thing. You probably would have just been like, you know what, fuck it, man.
Just gonna ride this wave out. What if I had a different side hustle right now?
Yeah, like you're thinking about, you should just start selling drugs.
Yeah, just you think of the path I could have took. Not going to sales at all, not DJ at all. I could be selling drugs.
Long hair.
No, but it'd be missing up top. I'd have the long fucking side hair. I definitely have a much longer beard. It would probably be braided or something along those lines.
You would be getting hookers on vacations if that was the case.
Yeah, honestly,
that route.
I'm full of shit, so I feel like I could confidently get females at any point because I can talk myself into anything most times. But it'd be more difficult. I feel like with a balding, long hair and a braided beard for sure. I think it would probably more troubling. I would maybe have to negotiate some sort of payment system. You would
smell like me too.
Yeah, it would smell like maybe worse, maybe closer to Beaver, I think.
And incense or whatever. Like a karma. You'd smell like a karma, probably.
What smells worse right now? Your garage or Beaver's cat piss stained bedroom right now?
Beaver, dude. Cat piss is one thing I cannot take.
I can't. I haven't been over to his house since he got the fucking cats. I tell you, one time we did. It's the day that Rob stole all that shit from the brewery. We stole a shopping cart from Walmart. The Walmart in Rushville closed down, and everything was half off. So of course, me and Rob went down there, loaded our carts up with just random bullshit, like just random bullshit because everything was half off. Stole a shopping cart, actually trapped Beaver's cats underneath the shopping cart in his room on his bed. I was hoping they would try to claw out and like rip up his mattress or something, but
like fight each other. That'd have been cool.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Full on cat fighting,
Yeah. You could have went that route,
Yeah, could have went that route. Could have went the cat route. Be like Michael.
The dog fights, you just had cats. Just like cats with razor sharp claws, like that would fight.
I don't feel like cats are universally loved like dogs are, though.
No, cats are fucking cocks, dude. I hate cats.
Dude, my brother's got the worst cat on the planet. It'll just straight up fucking. You'll be just sitting there enjoying life, and it'll just fucking attack you out of nowhere.
Dude, like dogs make you feel good. Like you come home from work.
Yeah, dog's just happy. Your wife's bitching at you. Your dog's just tail shaking.
Just loves you, dude. Licking your face, just wanting your attention, just loving you. You come home like after a long day and you walk in and you have cats. Your wife would be bitching at you, and the cat would just be sitting there going, "Yeah, you fucking cocksucking idiot. Fuck you." Just cats don't like. You can't go like, "Here, kitty." Like, I've never met a cat that would just come to you and like cuddle and like want petted and loved. Like,
do you know like biologically cats, they think they're your master. That's a big difference between cats and dogs. Dogs, like
they need the alpha. Like a dog is like the alpha, and
No, cats think they're the alpha, but dogs need an alpha. Yeah.
They're a pack. Dogs are like a pack animal,
Yeah.
What I mean?
They recognize us as the pack leader. Cats think they're the pack leader, and that's why they are the way they are.
Well, they don't usually travel in packs. Like they're like solo fucking.
Right. They think that they're the leader over us. They think that we are their slave pretty much.
Yeah.
That's their mentality. And I'll tell you, I'll punt a fucking cat that disrespects me.
I'll tie a cat to a broom and like dip it in the bathtub.
I can't wait till PETA comes after this show now.
No, I won't do that. You remember watching that though? The Don't Fuck with Cats.
Oh God,
that made me feel bad for cats. Even.
And honestly, I hate cats, but I would never to that level. No, that's fucking. I wouldn't even.
Mom says that she has no internet where she lives either, but that's out in the country. Matt's like in a Morse, like a town community. I thought
it's in Morristown. It's a step over the country.
Also, Matt Bowling from our live show in Shelbyville. He says, "What's up?"
Oh, nice. What up, brother?
Big fan. And Big Glenn. You know who Big Glenn is?
Big Glenn. Is that a buddy of yours?
I'm not sure. He just said, "Sup, guys?"
Oh, why can't I fucking scroll
Big Glenn?
How you doing, Big Glenn? I think I know Big Glenn. I believe Glenn is in
his profile pictures. He's like running in like a yellow, like a marathon or something.
What the fuck is Area 55 called now? Was Stucky's Crew, Warren's Warriors? The fuck is it now? Warren's Warriors? Is that what they're called now?
No, it's fucking Turner's Block.
Oh no, Turner's Block's where we're at.
Oh, you mean the other one?
The other one, the not as cool one.
Oh, Drew Heck says checking in from West Virginia.
Drew, when the fuck did you move to West Virginia?
I
gotta tell you,
getting hype, dude. Oh, it's Glenn from Turner's Block, is what he says.
Yeah, Drew, my buddy Drew, at one point lived in like fucking full on Eastern Kentucky in the mountains, where I think he lived in a dry county. So they've got shiners everywhere.
How is there a lot of that in Kentucky? Is what I want to know.
Dry counties?
Yeah, like where my grandpa grew up is Olive Hill, Kentucky. And it's a dry county. And there's a famous musician, Tom T. Hall. He's like a big country guy. And they do a thing called Tom T. Hall Days in Olive Hill every year. And pretty much he told the town, I'm not coming back for Tom T. Hall Days unless I can get fucked up and drink. So it's a dry county all year except for on Tom T. Hall Days, you can drink.
My sister lives in a dry county where she lives in Georgia though, but she's literally has to drive 30 miles for liquor if she wants to bring liquor to her.
What's the point? I don't understand why they do that.
Well, let me tell you, anybody that ever tells you that politicians are intelligent, you just point stuff like that out.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
It's because It's because 200 years ago when the county was established, you probably have a bunch of super, super religious fucks that are running the county and was like, well, we don't want drinking here. Not like, and lo and behold, you got people at home making shine, which, a couple shots of that, you could put yourself in the grave. So good job.
Lose your eyesight.
You got any good shine stories?
Oh, me? Oh, yeah.
I've got my favorite one.
My great grandfather was a moonshiner.
Yeah, let's go.
I mean, we have stories of like my grandpa sneaking out as like a kid and sneaking out to the still and laying under the copper pipes and letting it drip in his mouth. And yeah, I know all about the shine. Hey, on Sundays at church, they taught me who made the sunshine, but I also knew who made the moonshine too. You know what I mean?
Is that going to be the title of your autobiography, or?
I think old Kenny Chesney says that.
Yeah, I've listened to maybe 2 Kenny Chesney songs, and it was both by force.
You're missing out, dude.
I can handle 90s country, but Kenny's a little.
I like him a lot, dude.
I'm sure you do, buddy. Probably. Well, one, my old roommate, his dad used to make moonshine, so we would get like our old fridge would be filled with.
So like the fake stuff. It wasn't like straight from the still.
No, it was real. His family lives in Kentucky, so it was.
Oh, so okay, there you go.
Yeah, no, it was real. And we would have. I mean, we had whiskey flavored moonshine. It was just random fucking shit, cherries, everything.
Apple pie is the play.
Yeah, it's real moonshine because one shot will fuck you up. You're gonna be fucked up after one shot.
You've had apple pie, right? The cinnamon sticks. The apple pie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's the best.
Oh yeah. I've literally. I mean, we had a smorgasbord of shine, and that was our pregame. We would just take it, grab which bottle of shine you want, take a big shot, and that was, that got you where you need to be to go to a bar. Not have to spend $50. But my favorite moonshine story is Colts Disciples. Was the game that I got super, super fucked up, and I'd been running around, jumping around. It was a hot summer day, like mid-September, and we just ran the play. Of course, if you've never been down to tailgate with the Colts Disciples, we run a mock play where my brother pretends to be a quarterback, does some funny shit, blah blah blah. Yeah. So I just run the play. I catch the pass. I'm kind of out of breath at this point because I've just been getting rough. And CD, the Godfather, who's like the leader of our group, throws me a water bottle. So I'm thinking, oh, hell yeah, just a fucking fresh water. I open that motherfucker up, start chugging it. It was moonshine. I was like, oh, shit. And I drink a lot. And to this day, I don't remember the first half of that game. That's no joke. I remember looking at my brother at halftime and saying, I said, did we take the ramp or the escalator? I had no idea how I got to my seats. I was done.
See, I'm an alcoholic, dude. Like my family has the moonshine, and they have to, we'll be at a family event, and my uncles will be like, hand me a mason jar, and I can instantly see my mom's head whip around and look at me.
Yeah, well, you can smell it.
Like, you don't need that. Leave that alone. And then I'll take a sip, take a little sip, but like my uncles will say, just sip it, and instantly I get you don't need no more of that. Don't give him any more of that, because I'll sit there and drink the whole fucking thing of apple pie, piss my pants, and just cause a scene. Try to fight my stepdad.
probably take something else.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just
take some. Listen to Metallica's "One" come over your head.
Once it hits your lips, I mean, that's how NASCAR started, dude. Racing their cars.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's crazy.
It's in my blood, man. It's in my blood.
Well, do you understand? And I think we talked about this last year. If you look at the history of drugs and alcohol and just the random, people, when I tell people that a big reason marijuana is not legal in this country is because some certain politicians thought it made white women have sex with black guys. That is no joke. That is a real fucking thing.
Reefer madness.
Yep. It's fucking absolutely insane. But I do want to bring up what I didn't plan on really getting into anything today. We're just kind of fucking around. We're going to have an actual official show with a full lineup here in the next 7 days or so. We have a special guest. We have special guests we're going to have on, and more special guests coming too, because with us actually doing this platform, it's going to be a lot easier for us to have special guests in the future. We don't have to worry about a phone fucking up or what. Maybe they just jump on Zoom and here we go. And we can do it from fucking anywhere. We're still going to do.
And we sound incredible like this still.
sound incredible, and we're still gonna do live shows, occasionally where we bring the whole full setup, pass out free shit, whatnot. But for now, we're gonna do this because we still sound incredible. We look fucking incredible. We look so good.
Yeah, I don't have to shower. I don't have to get ready.
I know. I don't have to smell either. You fuckers, like it's great.
How mad are you? You're not sitting in this 110-degree garage. Remember how hot that used to be back in the day?
No, nothing is worse. The worst podcast I ever did there by far was the one we did. It was me and you. It was literally
breath. See our breath.
It was 10 degrees, and
Matt was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I was like, just go, man.
Yeah, it was like literally the minute we hit an hour, I was like, all right, well, thank you guys so much for listening. We're gonna get
you don't remember how hot it used to be though? We would be in here sweating, like wanting to like just rip our fucking shirts off, dripping sweat, and just start dancing. But yeah, that's why we ended up at Mike's.
Yeah, we ended up. It's just too hot. So what's your plan there? Are you just gonna bring some fans out? You gonna have the wife fan down your nuts with like a big feather or what?
No, I got the fan going. You can't hear it on the mic. I like
What would you need to do for your wife to come out there and like fan you during a show for a full hour? Just like sit there.
Never gonna happen, dude.
Do you get
of the imagination, dude? Our chat is blowing up right now. By the way,
I know, I love it. Hey, by the way, Drew Heck apparently still lives in the same place. He can cross a bridge between West Virginia. And by the way, if you've never drove through like mountain fucking West Virginia and Virginia, it is it's a different world. I stopped at a gas station in one of these fucking mountain towns, and everybody there is related and everybody there is fucking. Yeah.
You got out of your car and instantly heard a banjo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I felt right at home though too. It was I mean, it was just oddly because it was like everybody was so weird. I was like, this is great. Yeah. Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Now, West Virginia, is that the one that broke away? So West Virginia and Virginia, they split during the Civil War, right?
Yeah, I think West Virginia was the North. Virginia is definitely a Southern state.
All right, so West Virginia broke away because they didn't want to be on the South.
Yeah, fuck
Their
that.
Their state kind of split up. All right, history lesson. There's your history lesson.
They're on the good side of it. Hey, you know what? You learn a lot on this podcast. Let's be honest.
How about NASCAR? Did you ever think you'd see the day that they would ban the Confederate flag?
I'm not real surprised. I mean,
that's for NASCAR. That's a big move for NASCAR. Like I saw a thing today that was they said like who would have thought the most redneck white trash sport would be the most like lenient and tolerant of today's society. Like everybody's talking about the kneeling in football, talking about
and how progressive it is.
And NASCAR is just like no more Confederate flags. We don't care if you kneel. You can do this. Like they just went all in.
My problem, and honestly, let me just say this, because I'm
getting a beer.
Getting a beer, okay. Anybody? Well, I kind of want you in on this convo, so get your fucking ass.
I can hear it. It's loud.
All right. So what I was saying is, granted, I don't understand the whole obsession with the Confederate flag. I think if you have a Confederate flag, at this point, it's pretty fucking stupid. But at that point, I do want to say that I don't think the government should tell us what kind of flag we can hang outside our house. And I feel like if I was a black person, I would want to know who the racists are, want to know who I need to stay away from. So like for me, I've never really had a problem with people waving that flag, whether they don't see it as racist or not. It's like, for me, it's like, I feel like if I was a black person, I'd want to know who the racists are. It's like, if we start eliminating this stuff, we're pretending like it doesn't exist. And to me, I think that's a bigger problem because you're just pissing off the people that are already pissed off at you. Like, I don't know. And granted, like I said, I've never owned a Confederate flag in my life. Never will. Have no fucking use for it. But I don't know. I just fundamentally disagree with being told what you can and cannot. Like,
don't take my flag.
Right. And
fucking jackasses, dude.
Well, like even with the Confederate monuments, a lot of them were erected for racist means. Like they were literally put erect. Yeah. Like myself right now.
Yeah. Me too.
They were erected. They were erected to remind people of racism. Because essentially a lot of them were put there for racist terms. Like a lot of monuments are in places where quote unquote Confederate hero wasn't even born or didn't do anything special. It was just basically a big sign of racism in your town. So shit like that, I disagree with. But I think there should be a place that I can go and learn about the Confederacy. Like whether that's a fucking park, a museum, where it may be. I don't agree with just completely erase.
Come up to Carthage.
Come up to Carthage and ask around.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll learn a little bit.
Oh, here in Morristown. Are you kidding me?
The thing that did crack me up is they said that NASCAR banned the Confederate flag, but they still will wave their surrender flag with 1 lap to go and everything.
Yeah, I know. That's funny. Yeah, the white flag.
Hey, mom just commented, crazy world we live in. And Zach, by the way, yes, I'm getting old as fuck. I'm an old fuck. But mom said, crazy world we're living in. Could you imagine being a history teacher?
Well, it's funny. And granted, my history teacher in high school was one of my least favorite humans I've ever met in my life. But I do give him a lot of credit, and that he did not teach from the book. He would literally be like, okay, this is bullshit. And some of the stuff that he taught me to this day, I still go back. Like, he was the first person who was kind of like, growing up, you're told to believe that the New Deal is what got us out of the Great Depression. And that's completely false. That it was production from World War II. It's just like little tidbits of history like that, because he read a lot of the ultra quote unquote renegade history books that they're not going to tell you to read in high school. Like one I just bought, it's called The Renegade History of the United States. And I'm not going to bring up any of the facts now. I'm going to wait till I get my buddy Thurman here on the show. Thurman, my buddy, African-American gentleman, one of my best friends. He's very open-minded and very independent. He's a very independent thinker like myself. We're more alike than we disagree with. But like, there's a few things I do want to mention that were mentioned in that book, particularly about slavery, that I find interesting, and just kind of pick his brain about it. So that conversation is going to come up shortly. I don't know if it's going to be our next episode or what. I'm still trying to. He was supposed to be on there last Sunday, but we had all the technical difficulties. Shit happens. Welcome to technology in the 21st century. Nothing ever fucking works when you want it to. No, ever.
Never.
Ever. I mean, how long did it take you to get on this fucking show today?
It took
about a half hour. I mean, I'm sitting here just playing with my dick, just waiting on you.
It took a while. I was thinking more of the history teacher thing. You could make a funny skit out of that. Today's history teachers.
Oh, just like having to backtrack on everything, or just like
wrong.
Yeah, wrong. No, it would be rough. I wouldn't want to be teacher, just for the simple fact that if I was a teacher, I'd probably assault a kid. That would be.
David Gong wants to know, who is this clown? Is that me or you? He's talking about me?
Yeah, definitely you. No,
does he not know who I am?
No, he knows who you are. He's probably talking about me. He's one of my good buddies. He likes to give me shit. He's the one. So he goes, every time we do a show, he texts me. He's like, "Man, I need something to put me to sleep tonight." Where's the show? But to his credit, I think David's probably listened to every fucking episode we've put out. So shout out to David.
Hey, we love you, Mr. Gall.
We love you, but even though he catches the first 10 minutes before he falls asleep,
it'd be better. I wish you could take his first initial and last initial and flip it, because David Dong would be
an amazing
awesome
name.
That's a good name.
Maybe that's his porn name.
David Kong. David Dong. Yeah, I like that name.
David's great. He lives up there in Michigan, a more free state than Indiana.
Michigan. I worked with some Michigan people, and they were wild motherfuckers.
Well, he's from Greenfield originally. Actually went to school at Mount Vernon, I believe.
It's about 10 minutes for me, 15 minutes to drive the road.
Close, yeah. So he's from here, works in Indiana, but lives in Niles, Michigan.
Politics suck. I agree, sir.
Super jealous, too, that David can literally walk down the street and get free, or not free, but get legal
I already know
weed.
What you're going to say,
Yeah.
So I have a feeling, like we were talking about dry counties with alcohol. When that stuff finally goes, we're gonna have dry counties with that too. I guarantee it.
Oh, they'll find some way to fuck us. I guarantee it. But I'm telling you,
and what's gonna happen is our dry counties are gonna be. Sorry to interrupt, but our dry counties are gonna be Shelby, like around here where we live, and highly inappropriate is gonna be huge, and they're gonna want to have highly inappropriate days, and we're gonna say, hey, you better not make it a dry county on highly inappropriate days, or we're not coming back.
And by the way, and don't sue me, because I legally can't give out financial advice. No, I'm just kidding. But people, if you have some extra money, I'm just going to give you some great financial advice here. Find a weed-based index fund, and put all of your money in it right now.
It's coming,
because legal weed it's going to be legal federally, and it's still a state decision. It's just basically once the federal government decides it's not a Class A drug anymore, I believe that's going to,
which is absolutely the dumbest
fucking thing ever. Like, I mean, if you smoke weed regularly, I mean, there's
free
still
BPZ, free BPZ,
free BPZ. Absolutely. Former guest on the show too, by the way. We got to get some of his music on my next video because he's got some bangers.
Well, I had those too. That's the ones I was trying to send to Pat for independent.
Well, didn't we play his music on the show? I believe
we played Boom Boom Blocka, but we didn't play the other one. We should play the other one at the end of this show. Fuck it.
We will. Well, hell, I'm not prepared.
Just hold your phone up.
We didn't even have a fucking intro today. Fuck it. What was I talking about? Oh, what I was gonna say is it's gonna be federally legal, and it's
fucking going full Dave Ramsey on us.
Yeah, but I'm saying what's gonna happen is once it's not a Schedule A drug, all the states are gonna be like, oh, I guess I can legalize it now. It's not like, because do you understand? Like, our own fucking governor will not legalize it, refuses to legalize marijuana because of his moral principles, which are bullshit.
Well, he said he was chiefing it in college. He came out and said that.
Fucking hypocrite.
Yeah, I was blazing that shit in college, but never gonna be legal.
Man, I used to get high as fuck, but you guys can't smoke it. Let's be honest. He's probably blazed up since how could you be a politician and not get high? Yeah, the shit you deal with. Let's be honest.
They can make it. I mean, they can make it legal. Like, can't they like pass it through? Like the president could like pass something and do something, and then the states could still say no, right?
Yeah, 100%. It's at the end of the day,
like alcohol sales on Sunday, like kind of that kind of thing. Like some people had it, some people didn't, but it would have it if you wanted it.
But if you understand anything about how America works, the government never really follows the rules that's given, unfortunately. But yes, the federal government could take it off as a Schedule A drug, which I think would open the doors for more states to legal. I mean, more states are going to legalize it anyways, but you want it to be universally legal. I mean,
I feel like it's been a while since we've had one, actually, a new one. Like,
oh, it's coming. It's election year. It's going to be on the ballot this year in some states. You're going to see probably 3 or 4 more, and it's going to get to the point where it's just going to force everybody's hand, which is great. I'm just telling you, in the next, I mean, because we're halfway there. I think right now the 26 states. Greg, I don't know what the numbers are officially, but I think it's 26 states now have it legal, at least for medical purposes. And I think 13 have recreational legalized right now.
I know Ohio they went medical recently, and then Illinois went recreational. They were recent too. So all around us. And I just came to Florida where it was legal medically, and it's readily available. If it's medical, I wish we could get somebody on the show that has I want to know what you go to the doctor and say.
Oh, I can get you somewhere right now.
I can't sleep.
We got him on our feed here.
Oh, so he's medically, but he has a recreational.
I think he's got recreational, but I think he had a medical card at one point.
Like, do you just go to the doctor and say, "Hey, I get headaches," or
"Hey, my knee hurts. Give me some weed, please."
Probably stressed.
Hey, we got. I don't know if I want to bring this out for this show or not, but I went to a psychologist finally.
Oh. Yeah, I know where this is going.
Should I save it for a big show, or should I just go ahead and
fuck it, dude?
Just drip it. Okay.
Dude, that big show is going to be straight up. You know what that big show is going to be. We won't get into nothing else.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So I might as well talk it now. So went to a psychologist. I'm not going to say from who, but tried a little Adderall a couple months ago. I've always heard that I probably need it.
Was it good? Is it all right?
Oh, yeah. Lasered in.
Get you going? I've never tried it.
Well, I was literally doing 4 things. I was literally doing 4 things at once. I was making sales calls. I was doing
lifting
curls,
weights,
cooking dinner, texting 6 people, and planning the rest of my night, all at the same fucking time.
Violently masturbating.
Masturbating, and I was knitting a blanket with my feet. It was amazing. Yeah, but all at the fucking same time. But so I took
it and was like, oh, this is how normal feels.
No, exactly. That's how I felt. Like I felt like I could, because my biggest problem is like if I'm doing something and something else pops up, I immediately have to switch, and I just am constantly all over the fucking place, and I never get anything done because I'm just. So it's just like I can't concentrate on one thing for a long period of time, and I wish I could. And so I went to the psychologist, and I got to tell you that the testing they put you through is I wouldn't say rigorous. It's not necessarily hard by any means. At least like I didn't find most of the stuff hard, but it was 4 hours long.
Did they hold up like ink blots? And like
no. I think that's more of like you got to go to a psychiatrist because you hate your father or something. Like, does this what does this look like? Looks like a machine gun. That looks like I'm gonna shoot a school up with. Yeah, no, not one of those. So they test for like mental disorders, anxiety, ADHD, depression, etc. So this involved a lot of things. They did some cognitive testing, like, and for me, when it comes to math problem, like in math, I got a 730 in the SAT in math, which is like, almost a perfect score. Like math to me has always just been super easy. Like, and she's firing off these math questions, like complex questions. If Susie has 60 apples and it takes her 40 minutes to eat 3 of them, how long is it going to take her to eat 43? And I was just like, 3 hours. And, I was firing off the answers. Like just
I've been like, are they red apples or apples?
How big are Susie's tits? Can we talk about that for a minute? Does Susie put out on the first date, or does you're sitting there jerking off as a psychiatrist or the psychologist is describing Susie to you? But then we did these puzzle things. Like she would literally set a piece of paper in front of me. What was like a design? She would show me a design that was all fucked up, different shapes,
like the ink blot things.
Kind of like ink blocks, but you had to figure out, like, she would give you this big, large piece, a shape, and she's like, how can you make that using these 6 shapes? You had to pick 3 shapes of the 6 that would fit that. And apparently I got like a perfect score on that part. She's like, your problem solving, your cognitive ability is like elite level. So basically by the end of the testing, I took a 500 questionnaire too, basically asking me stuff like, do I hate my father? Are you depressed? Anything like that?
Yeah.
It's funny because they actually asked me a question. I was like, are you angry towards your father? And I originally put yes. I was like, no, I'm not really anymore. I was growing up for sure, but now I'm not really. I've kind of just accepted Dad's a great guy. Just
I can't go into it, dude. Like I was thinking about doing it too.
Yeah.
Let's see if I needed this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do it. Like I would end up like texting you saying, hey, I'm heading in, I'm gonna do my test.
Yeah.
And like then you would get a text from me in like a straight jacket.
Hey, they're admitting. So she called me this morning. I went and took all these tests. It was about a 4-hour test, with everything. It took about 4 hours, including an interview about what's going on, my symptoms. And she essentially told me today that I have moderate. There's basically 2 types. There's attention and there's hyperactivity. So ADD and ADHD, essentially. She's like, I've got moderate cases of both. And she recommends, but I learned a lot about myself in a way. She's like, when we did a test that involved you having to listen and repeat it back to me, you did horrible. And that makes sense because I cannot remember. If somebody tells me their name, never remember
terrible.
Their face. But if I see anybody's face once, I could be in a random place, see somebody's face, and I'm like, I've met you before. And I do it all the time. I go to somebody like, how do I know you? Because I've seen your face. I remember faces like just
I am the worst with names, dude.
Oh, horrible.
I'm the worst. I think the only thing I remember ever is like song lyrics.
Yeah, like I'm surprised I remember some of the names of the chicks I've slept with. I don't even remember exchanging names with you, ma'am. I mean, like, give me a break.
I can remember all the words to a one-hit wonder in 95, but I can't remember what we talked about at the beginning of this episode.
No, absolutely. And that's what she said. She's like, you're a very visual learner. So if you read something or you see something, you remember it, but you don't. If you hear it, she's like, audiobooks. Like, 'cause I told her, I was like, I've thought about listening to audiobooks, because I do quite a bit of reading, but I've thought about listening to audiobooks. And she's like, it would be no use for you. You would, and that's the same. Honestly, when I listen to podcasts a lot, I'll just be daydreaming and be like, I have no idea what I've listened to for the last 10 minutes. I'll have to go back and listen to it just because I'll be fucking in outer space thinking about a pair of tits or what I'm doing for dinner later. You know,
Do you ever drive somewhere and pull in a park and you're like, I don't even remember the drive here.
well,
How did I do this? Other than me, like when I'm hammered, that happens a lot. But
yeah, when I'm stoned, that happens every day. I can't tell you how many times I've left your house stoned out of my mind from the show and completely forgot. Had no idea where I was at. Like looking at the road, I could not figure out what point in my drive home I was at. And I was like, oh shit. And that,
hey,
that
Zach Bogue says herpes causes ADHD. Look out, man.
Oh hell yeah, let's go. I think I got a clean bill of health there. I got a C- on my STD test.
Was your doctor hot? Was she hot?
Yeah, I'd say mid 40s, maybe early 50s. I'd probably hit it. Yeah, for sure.
So it's a wood.
Yeah, it's a wood. I would for sure.
A wood, not a want. It was a wood, not a want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Decent. I definitely would. I probably flirt with her a little bit because I flirt with everybody. I'll even flirt with you, buddy. But so so basically, I have moderate case of ADD and ADHD. She told me I am, because I always wondered, like growing up, if I had ADD or ADHD, but I never struggled in school. I was always just super good in school, like didn't have to study much. And she said it was just, honestly, she said like your cognitive ability is so high that I can overcome for my disability. She's like, so I'm actually smart, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen. I'm stupid, but I'm smart. I'm an idiot, but I'm smart.
Yeah, I always knew you're intelligent somewhat.
Yeah,
I knew you had a little in you.
High IQ,
I knew
just really stupid. It's in there somewhere. It's like deep in my ass, but like most things that I like a lot. But yeah, so recommend. She cannot give me. She can make a recommendation. She cannot prescribe me drugs. So if she's going to make a recommendation to my doctor, whether that's Adderall or something similar, I have no idea. But honestly, I'm excited. Not just because I'm getting a fucking legal drug prescribed to me or whatever, or a street drug prescribed to me possibly.
See how it helps your life.
Yeah, literally, because I've been successful at this point in my life, but I want to know what success or what I can achieve if my ducks are in a row, because I felt like my ducks have never been in a row. And that is no exaggeration. I always feel like I'm a fucking chicken with his head cut off, just running around. Like,
that was some crazy wordplay you did there. Ducks in a row, chicken head cut off.
You like that?
Are you on it now? Because I mean, you're going.
I'm on something now.
You really need to powder that dome. That's what David Gong is saying about the.
Maybe I should shine it. This is a day. This is not a fresh cut. This is a day late, so I've got a little stubble. You can't see it, of course, but on a fresh shave, it's real pretty because I put some lotion on my head. Yeah, it looks great.
I can't believe that you have to do that once. No way.
Shave?
No way.
I don't. I shave my head maybe once a week. I should shave it like every 2 days, but no, once a week because I'm fucking lazy. If I have to leave work on a normal day, like when we don't have a pandemic and I have to go to the office, if I have to leave my house at 7 o'clock to get to work at 8 o'clock on time, which that's about, if I have to get to work on time, I have to leave my house at 7. I normally get up at 6:50.
Yeah, see, that's what I do. That's exactly what I do.
6:50. And honestly, for me to shave my neck beard, because I grow if I grew this out, it would be full Andrew Luck fucking neck beard. I can grow some serious facial hair. Yeah. By the way, how about D? You guys are not, but Dan does stand up for, and I tweet at Dan. I've met Dan several times to the Hammer Nigel show, and I tweeted him today. I was like, man, like who cares? Why are we still talking about Ryan Grigson? Why are we still talking about our quarterback that retired 2 years ago? Like, we have such a talented team. I'm telling you, the team that we have next year could be the most talented team we've had in a decade, for sure.
Speaking of which, we are going to the Robert Mathis Ring of Honor too.
Yeah, we have to go to the Las Vegas game too, man.
I don't know if I get that $4,000 check.
Yeah, we're going to Vegas for sure.
We're sitting on the fucking front row behind the bench.
We're gonna have 8 seats, me, you, and 6 hookers, just sitting there watching the Colts and Raiders game.
We'll go live from the show.
Oh, that's 100%. 100%. Yeah, we'll go live. Great. And I'm telling you now, here's the thing too, man, you've talked about this a little bit because, let's be honest, of everybody on the show, we're the most active. We're going to do more, just me and you. I mean, anybody can join. It's not like it has to be just me and you, but like, if we've got some thoughts, we're just going to fucking randomly go live and just feed you some shit because that's what we're doing right now. We had nothing prepared today. I didn't even do a fucking intro. We tested your equipment out. We said, let's get some shit off our chest. Let's go.
Literally tested my camera. I wanted to make sure the stuff would work. And then I was like, hit record, dude. Let's do something. Let's do it.
Drew Heck said, take Valtrex. I don't know if that's going to clear up my ADHD. That might clear up the... I remember one time
that'd be funny if she prescribed you penicillin.
Yeah, have you had an STD check?
Yeah, here, go ahead and take this.
I got an ingrown hair over my dick once, and I had a midlife crisis. I remember I was probably 23 years old in the shower, just looking down at my first, just kind of, and I had a serious heart to heart with myself. Like, who have I slept with in the last month? Which one of these females could, possibly give me? And luckily I did, I got tested and it wasn't ingrown hair, and I felt like a fucking idiot. But when you're a young college kid who's sexually active, you got to look out for stuff like that.
The big thing that we need to do that I'm ready for is me and you doing reaction videos would be really good.
Oh, I think it'd be hilarious.
I think what we do is we do it once or twice a week or whenever, I guess now. And each of us bring a video. You know what I mean? Like I'll bring something like some new rap song or something new country or just something like that. And then you bring one of your like
metal songs.
When we just do it back and forth. You know what I mean?
Well, and honestly, like, because I feel like a lot of these reaction videos, the really good ones, are people that haven't heard like music, or haven't heard certain music.
That's what I mean. We'd have to do new stuff. Like we'd have
to do new for sure, because me and you are very music. Even the stuff that you necessarily don't like and that I necessarily don't like, you're still familiar with it. Yeah. So interesting.
J. Cole had a new song last night.
I haven't heard it yet. I'm sure it's good though.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I like J. Cole a lot.
It's like a woke song. You know what I mean? Like
everything is a woke song now. Did you ever listen to the new Hobson? Hobson's got 2 bangers out right now.
Dude, the one where he's like the little Indian tiki guy, like African like tribe, and there's like elephants in the video. And
I think that's his new music.
That is insane, dude. That thing he went in on that thing.
Oh, that's why
he goes.
It really disappoints me because I feel like Hobson's got, like you've said this before, that he's like the black Eminem as far as his flow is very similar to Eminem, but he doesn't get the
like cadence.
Yeah, 100%. The way he flows is very similar to Eminem, and he says that Eminem's a big influence of him. But I wish that he was more popular. But he'll never be. People that talk about the stuff that he talks about, because he actually calls out. Not saying I agree with him or not, but he calls out the black community for a lot of shit. In his songs, and I think that kind of hurts his image in a way, doesn't make him popular. The same way being a metalhead and painting your face hurt people like Tech Nine, like it just sucks. I feel like there's a lot of good bands in indie that just nobody knows about. Like, I mean, it's surprising when people say,
that's everything, like music, sports, like it's the number one thing is being one of the luckiest people alive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's one of the biggest things to make it in anything, I think.
Is to do what?
You have to be lucky first to get that shot.
You have to be lucky. You have to be an opportunist too. And
you have to be good, but at the same time, there's probably some white dude out there that can flow better than Eminem, but at the same time, he was willing to risk everything to get sacrificed to get what he has. You know what I mean?
And I feel honestly like today's music environment's interesting because any fucking SoundCloud rapper can, hit it off and be popular. Like, and because to me, like I want to grow a YouTube page. Like that's a big goal of mine. Like not just for the show.
That's the key, dude. That's big time the key.
And I watch some of these YouTube. There's a lot of YouTube channels I subscribe to and watch religiously, like it's a fucking sitcom. And like I just kind of try to nitpick. And like when I made my video, by the way, if you haven't watched it yet, you got to check it out. It's on our Highly Inappropriate page. My Vacation. Rob meets me down there. Siesta Key. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. I did talk about it on our last podcast about making it. I finally finished the video last week and got several views on it, but I want to do more shit like that. But what I was saying is yeah, just watching these videos and I see, I just think that we're better than a lot of people that are popular. That's all I'm going to say.
Did you see, my guy, my reaction guy, that No Life Shaq that I talk about all the time?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love him on Twitter, by the way.
He tweeted out on Twitter like a couple days ago, like who your goats of rap or something like that. And Eminem responded to his fucking tweet, dude.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, like twice with like a list of 10 people. And dude, it blew up. Like he never responds to nothing on Twitter. And
he never for years. For years, he didn't even post. It was just like he had a presence on Twitter. Like my favorite,
for him to respond though, that'd be like him responding to me on Twitter. You know what I mean? That's fucking huge.
At one point, Chael Sonnen, I don't know if you know Chael Sonnen, he was the guy who was like Anderson Silva's arch nemesis, like in the height of Anderson Silva's career. And at one point on Twitter, he had like 2 million followers and he followed nobody.
That's Kanye West. Kanye West did the same thing.
I love it. But to me, like, I feel like Eminem does that shit. But who was on Eminem's list, if you can think off the top of your head? And I could probably guess half of it, but I'm sure Nas, Rakim was on there. I'm sure Jay-Z was on there. I'm sure Tupac, Biggie was on there. By the way, shout out Tupac's 49th birthday. Was that yesterday?
Yes.
Yep. Yes. Tupac would have been 49 yesterday.
Isn't that nuts? That's crazy.
I mean, it's crazy how young he was.
So No Life Shaq said, "Who is the greatest rapper of all time?" Go fire emoji. Eminem response, "For me, in no particular order, toss up between Wayne, Pac, Royce, Jay, Redman, Tretch, G-Rap, Biggie, King Crooked." That was his first tweet. And then like a minute later, he says, plus Redman, who he said in the previous tweet. So he's might be back on some stuff. Redman,
back on the volume.
LL, Nas, Joyner, Kendrick, Cole, Andre, Rakim, Kanye.
In no particular order. Here's 20
I take that back. Not Kanye, Kane, Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah, Big Daddy Kane.
That's crazy.
I'm not, honestly, I give Lil Wayne a lot of shit, but I've listened to a lot of old Lil Wayne last week. I said Lil Wayne. A lot of Lil Wayne in the last week, and I tell you what, his wordplay back in the day was so good.
Dude. Like every line is a punchline, dude. Like
that's what I was thinking. I was like, listen, it's like every line's a punchline, and that maybe what I didn't appreciate about Lil Wayne is maybe I didn't understand, different styles back in the day when Lil Wayne was super popular. I was always kind of like, yeah, he's good, but I don't think he's one of the best. But what I was going to say is like every line's a punchline. His raps don't necessarily tell a story, but like you said, everything's a punchline. It's like everything is a pun, or And
to this day, the No Ceilings mixtape is top 3.
Great. I remember
that thing was incredible.
That album came out about a week before spring break, or not. It was a couple weeks before spring break in 2009. And that's all we bumped in Myrtle Beach that week. It was just No Ceilings, windows down. This is back when I had the system, and I had a Buick Century, and I had a grandma car with a full.
That thing made it to Virginia Beach.
Oh, yeah. I had a 2003 Buick Century. Awesome car. Probably one of the fastest cars I've ever had, too, believe it or not. But my favorite, I used to work in Broad Ripple, and I'd have to drive down fucking 38th. I would basically take Keystone to 38th and drive down 38th Street from Keystone, sometime to Post, or even to 465, all the way down 38th Street to College. And I would have my windows down, driving through a very urban neighborhood, blaring music, and I'd have the best system in the hood by far. The best system.
I did that in my Camaro the first night. When my stepdad at the time, he still lived in Indy, and I worked with him, so I would stay in Indy, and he lived on 46th and Post, and I bumped my subs through the neighborhood in my Camaro, parked, went inside to go to bed, woke up the next day to go to work, and I got jacked the first night.
Jacked off?
No, they took all my stuff.
They stole your shit?
Oh, dude, first night. CD player, subs. I just bumped it through there like an 18-year-old kid looking like lunch. You know what I mean? Like they're like, we're going to take that tonight, you fucking jackass.
Well, I was responsible, and I spent all my student loan money on my system.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it was great. No, I mean, when I say Morristown has a noise ordinance because of me, it's a true story. Like, because I came home from college, I had two 800, no, I think no, two 1200-watt 15-inch kickers in the back of my trunk. I couldn't even keep a rear view mirror on my car. Like it would just fucking rattle fucking off. And when I tell people I had the loudest system, I mean, I had these things. It was amazing because I got all new speakers in my car. I had like two 600-watt speakers in the back of my car. Like if I turned my shit all the way up, it sounded like a concert in the fucking car. And I would roll through town because, of course, at this point in my life, I would party till 5, 6, 7 a.m. in the morning. So I would roll through town in the middle of the night with my speakers on high, fucking Nelly, Jeezy, just blaring, old Lil Wayne, just fucking blaring T.I., and they eventually decided they need a noise ordinance here in Morristown, so I can no longer do that. And I would get pulled over for rolling into town late at night. They would wait for me out on Morristown Road to come into town with my music blaring. I'd get pulled over, and granted, I never got ticketed, thank God. But
fuck them.
Fuck them.
I would, if that was me, I would have just blared it until the noise ordinance, like all day. I just rolled around Morristown, just pissing everybody off.
No, I didn't until I got threatened. The last time I got threatened was probably the last house party I had up at my mom's house. It was a fucking bang. We had a double kegger shit show. So when I first got my job at the casino in the marketing department, it was kind of our celebration. So on a Wednesday, we decided to have a double kegger. It got shut down. The cops came 3 times. Finally, by the 3rd time, we had to fucking kick everybody out. But it's a blast. Can't complain. Good memories, bro. Yeah. How about this? We just did an entire show with no plan, just bullshit it, and it worked out pretty well.
Perfect.
So, well, hey, guys, we're not doing a Florida Man. We're not doing anything because I have nothing planned. I have nothing popped up. So, but we're going to be back here shortly in a few days. We'll make an announcement. I'm going to relaunch a Facebook page. So make sure you like the new Facebook page. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, share it with a friend, and hit that bell. Ring the fucking bell because you're going to get notified every time we go live. So if you enjoy our show, ring that fucking bell. It's right next to the subscribe button. Also, if you're listening on iTunes, make sure you share the page. Make sure you like, subscribe. Also, rate, review, like, or what is it? Subscribe, rate, and review. Yep, there it is.
Oh yeah.
And like us follow us on Facebook, or follow us on Instagram, as well as follow us or like us on Twitter, whatever it is. Follow. What is it?
Follow.
God, I'm losing my shit here. Yeah, we're getting a LinkedIn too. No, I'm just kidding. But thank you guys so much for listening to Highly Inappropriate. Hope you like our new setup and what it's going to bring to the table. It's going to be fucking awesome. Appreciate you guys listening. Peace out. Have a great fucking evening.
Zoom, zoom, zoom in your boom, boom.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
God bless.